In this video, I thought it'd be pretty cool to try out the avatar setup tool. It's relatively new. I put some parts together that looks kind of like a humanoid, stuck it in the avatar setup tool, and it did all the rigging for me. Then I drug him into my starter character, and now I can run him around like a regular character. And we're going to get the attachment so that he can hold a weapon, right? Boom. And I got the shotgun too. Cool. Take that with your stupid hair. I also did this over here. I got a lemon from the toolbox, and I just put some cylinders there for arms and legs, drug him in the starter character, and now I have a lemon running around, and he can hold weapons too. There are some limitations, like it's hard to make animals and stuff, but let's go ahead and get started with our avatar setup. I have an empty base plate. I haven't done anything to this game yet, and I want to show you the avatar setup tool. So go to the avatar tab, click that, and here's the avatar setup. So we're going to make a model that looks kind of humanoid. We're going to drag it in here, and it's going to do all the rigging for us. Let's go ahead and close it. I'm going to go back to the home. I'm going to build my model right where that spawn location is. I'm going to delete that. That way I can take advantage of symmetry of being at the 0, 0 on the X and Z. I'm at the home. I'm going to go to part. I'm going to add a sphere. This is going to be the body. I'm going to build something like that snowman dude that I had earlier. So let's call this body. I'm going to move it to the 0 and 0 on the X and Z. So go down to C-frame position with the body selected and just change your X to 0 and then the Z to 0. We can make use of the symmetry around the 0, 0. Let's move the body up a little bit so we have room for the legs. There we go. And now I'm going to duplicate the body. Collisions are not on, so to duplicate in place, Control D. And let's pull that second part up. I'm going to rename that to head. I'm going to resize it, right? Let's go to size of the head. How about 1.5 by 1.5 by 1.5? Pull it up. Oops, pull it up a little bit. Collisions. Bump it into place. I'm going to turn collisions back off. How about we add a couple limbs now? So I think I'm going to go with cylinder for this. Let's go ahead and go to part. Get a cylinder. Oh man, I can't see the cylinder. Pull it forward a little bit. And we'll just call it limb. Limb. And go to the size. I'm going to change the size. I think I am going to keep it 2 on the X. Remember, cylinders are oriented a little bit funny, right? So we could do like, how about 2, 1, and 1? You may even want to make that a little bit bigger. I think I'm fine though. I'm going to center it in the body. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do get the body, get the position, which is really easy, right? Because it's 0 and then 5.6. You get the idea. Let's paste it inside the body. That's going to center it, right? And now I'm going to make a couple limbs right here. I'm going to duplicate, right? Duplicate, right click, duplicate, or Control D. One more. Control D, I'll do that one. And then I'm going to have arms and legs. How about we make this one an arm? And then we'll make this one an arm. And I'll keep the limbs for these two. Let's notice that you don't have to call it what you would like the left arm and right arm and stuff like that. Roblox is going to rename that in their tool. Let's pull one of these out, right? And then maybe we'll do a rotate. Maybe we get the other arm. And let's go ahead and pull that one out. And then do a rotate. I'm going to move them up a little bit because you kind of want them to be about shoulder width. And let's see. I have this on tenths of a stud snaps. I think I'll move it up. How about 0.05? What does that look like? Whoops. Turn collisions on for this. Boom. Yeah, that'll be good. Let's see what we got here. Let's move this up the same distance. So the tool likes symmetry. So I'm going to have it like the T pose. All right, let's get one of the limbs. We'll drag that down. Oh, I still have my collisions on. That didn't seem to bother it though, right? Maybe move this over. How about 0.5? I might put it on a little bit of an angle. I have my angle set to 15 degree snaps. And let's get the other one before I start doing too much with that, because I want to keep it symmetrical. I'll turn collisions off though, right? So I can just drag it straight down. Is that about right? When I say 0.5, rotate. Let's pull this up a little bit. How about, yeah, how about 0.5 more? Yeah, -1 will give me 0.5. I know it's a little bit tricky. I hate the way it resets like that. That should do it. What do you think? Collisions, bump that. Collisions, bump that. All right, we got kind of a avatar. Let's go ahead and click the body, control click all the parts of the body, like the limbs, right click, group as model, go to your avatar tab, and then we're gonna hit avatar setup. Because my model was selected, it automatically assumed I wanted that one. You could change it if you don't want that one, but we do, right? So we have that selected. The configure models platform is for marketplace. Like, so if you get really good at it, maybe you want to sell avatars or something, you're going to do platform avatar. I'm going to do the development though. So make sure that's clicked for the first one. You might want to do that. For model, I had body selected, but you could also do stuff with like accessories and things too, and separating that stuff out. Let's just hit the body, hit setup, and this is going to take a few minutes, so I'm going to pause the video. All right, so that took 3 or 4 minutes, and we got 6 warnings. Is it almost done? It's probably done. It did resize our avatar. It made it about 75% smaller, as you could see, and it renamed it Model Auto Setup. Let's take a look at the warnings. You should probably read them. I'm not going to read them. I'm just going to try it out. Said okay. And then I'm going to take my model, my original model, drag it down to server storage in case I got to run it again. I'm going to close our setup tool. Let's rename our auto setup, our model auto setup to starter character. Cool. I'm going to drag it on down. Let's go down to starter player. Put it right under starter player, right? And now we're going to hit the play. And there we go. He's running around. Now his arms are a little low. We probably should move those arms up, but that's why I saved off the model so you can make modifications. Let's see what happens when he carries a weapon. Let's turn this off. I'm going to go to the toolbox. I'll search for my simple pistol. There we go. And any of those will work. Here, we'll just do this. I'm not going to give him a shotgun yet. That might take a little bit of finessing of the attachments. Now, one thing I did notice is the attachments do need modification. So I'm going to go and drag this pistol down to, how about starter pack, hit the play button, see what we got with the pistol. Not perfect. All right, let's try and move that attachment around a little bit. Turn the game off. Let's scroll on down to starter player, grab our starter character. I'm going to drag him back into the workspace so I can take a look. I'm going to open them up and look at all this stuff that Roblox added, even body colors, right? Humanoid, animate script. Let's look at our right hand. Open that up. I'm going to go to the right grip attachment. It approximated where the attachment would be. And I've noticed that the attachments, it is a little bit challenging, right? So luckily I did like 4 or 5 of these. I even tried to get an Apple guy running around, but Roblox just wasn't having it. But on a few of those, I got some hints on how to change the C-frame of the right grip attachment. So I have it at -90. Right now it's -90, 0, and 0. And one of the hints on the warnings was -15. We didn't get it on that last warning. -15, -90, and 90. And you will have to play around with it. But I think this is going to work, right? So let's go ahead, get our, you know what we can do? We get our pistol and try it out before we play it, right? Starter pack, drag this up. I'm going to put it in my starter character. It's kind of looking like it'll work. And that -15, that was me. I tilted it in because the arms aren't going to be quite lined up, right? So I played with that off screen. Let's grab our starter pistol. Don't keep it in the starter character or it won't work when you go to play it. Put it in the starter pack or on the ground where you can pick it up. Get your starter character, drag that down to starter player, and let's play it again. Let's see if he can operate that pistol. Yeah, right? So notice that 15 degrees, that kind of helped out. Sweet. That's pretty cool. You try putting like a hat on them or something too. Maybe try a few different things. But overall, it's not terrible, right? It's pretty convenient if you have something that looks quite humanoid. So there you have it, avatar setup under the avatar tab. I will see you in the next video.